same time environmental related issues. So in what point of view mostly they raised questions from these concepts. Okay, so we have to discuss few important questions which concerns to SSC JE point of view. So here in SSC JE point of view, SSC JE point of view, especially from science and technology, at the same time environmental issues. So you may get around 10 plus questions. Okay, so at least 10 plus questions. So they mostly highlighted about, if you observe the previous papers, they mostly highlighted about latest current affairs related concepts. It means static and dynamic data point of view, mostly we are getting questions especially from these concepts. Now let's consider some examples about it. For suppose in the last year 2023, ISRO conducted major projects like Aditya L1, next Chandrayaan 3. So these type of projects are successfully completed by ISRO now. So if you observed Chandrayaan 3, who is the project director? Next, what about Chandrayaan 2? So Chandrayaan 3 related information is considered under the category of dynamic point of view. Next, Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 1 is also important in your examination point of view. Okay, next, and one more interesting point. So up to now, around 28 conferences were completed, which concerns to COP related concepts. No? So nothing but COP 28 conference was recently completed in the last year. So what about the COP 29? So in which country host this COP 29 conference? So this type of questions mostly we will expect in your examination point of view. So here it is the first question. So what is the main cause of ozone layer depletion? So definitely you will get more than 5 questions, especially from environmental related aspects. Na? So in every examination, okay, so especially in national point of view, if you observed in every examination, they are majorly highlighted about environmental related data. Okay, so like ozone layer, next one greenhouse gases, next COP related conferences. Okay, so on this point of view, mostly we are getting number of questions if you observed in the previous year's data. Na? Right, so here, this is the first question of today's class. So what is the main cause of ozone layer depletion? What is the main cause of ozone layer depletion? Yes, anyone? Yes, so please respond. Anyone, what is the answer for this question? First of all, guys, what is meant by ozone depletion? What is meant by ozone depletion? Yes, so here they mention carbon dioxide emissions, chlorofluorocarbons, methane emissions, nitrogen oxide. Nitrogen oxide. So which is the major responsible for greenhouse gases emission? Okay. Okay, right. So here ozone depletion means, here the answer is option B. Okay, option B is the right answer. So this is the explanation for this question. So first of all, guys, if you consider ozone, so in presence of UV, okay, so UVB rays, so naturally ozone is getting to be depleted by the presence of UVB rays. Okay, so depletion means O2 plus O. O3 can be converted into O2 plus O. That is considered as ozone depletion. Next, so because of anthropogenic effect, it means man-made causes also responsible for ozone depletion. Suppose in presence of chlorofluorocarbons, okay, so CFC. So here ozone can be get into depleted like this. So if you consider chlorofluorocarbons, it emits chlorine free radical. So each chlorine free radical can collapse 1 lakh, okay? Each chlorine free radical can collapse or can destroy 1 lakh ozone molecules. So that is the capability of chlorine free radicals. So here it can be converted into O2 plus OCl dot. This is also considered as ozone depletion. So that's why here the correct answer is option B. So next one, what is the main greenhouse gas responsible for climate change? Yes. What is the, anyone? So please respond. What is the answer for this question? Yes, so what is the answer for this one? So what is the main greenhouse gas responsible for climate change? Okay, so climate change here, they are mentioned about greenhouse gas, greenhouse gas. So actually guys, in our atmosphere, okay, so let's consider this is earth and here it is sun, here it is sun. The distance between earth and sun is especially 1 astronautical unit, okay, so 1 astronautical or around 150 million kilometers, 150 million kilometers. So from this sun we are getting infrared radiation. So infrared radiation here, wavelength is very less, it means energy of this radiation is very high. So we are receiving mostly high energetic infrared radiation. Okay, so when these radiation incident on the atmospheric gases, then what will happen? So mostly guys, so these atmospheric gases absorb bulk amount of radiation. Next, so daytime this sunlight completely absorbed by this planet. So what about in night time? Based on the radiation, okay, so based on radiation, almost that absorbed radiation, so in night time, so the absorbed radiation is completely bounced back into the space. But here, these type of gases, okay, so these type of greenhouse gases are a barrier of this natural phenomena. Okay, so in night time we are not properly conducting the radiation process. Why? Because so these are the barriers. So which one is the barriers here? Greenhouse gases. So night time almost all these heat waves are getting to be, okay, so getting to be entered into the space, but unfortunately existence of these type of gases again it has been bounced back towards earth, so finally this globe is getting to be warm. That is called as global warming. So why globe is getting to be warm? Because of existence of these gases, what we call greenhouse gases. So which is the major responsible one? So carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide, next one nitrous oxide, next one methane. Okay, so methane, its formula CH4, next chlorofluorocarbons, next hydrofluorocarbons, next hydrochlorofluorocarbons, next hydrobromofluorocarbons. Okay, next moisture, right? So moisture, next one oxides of nitrogen. These are all considered as okay, so sulfur hexafluoride, so perfluorocarbons. Okay, so perfluorocarbons. These are all considered as responsible for greenhouse effect. So among them, which is major responsible one? CO2. So why? The reason is the existence of or the major CO2 reserves we founded in the atmospheric region. So because of that, this is considered as the major responsible one. So here the answer is option C. Next one. What about the next question? Right. So what gas is having highest GWP, global warming potential? Which gas is having highest global warming potential? So here they mention sulfur hexafluoride, nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, HFC. So GWP stands for global warming potential. It means guys, so here it is, let's consider our planet Earth. Suppose in this atmosphere, let's imagine it is having only carbon dioxide molecules. Okay, so only our atmosphere is having carbon dioxide molecules. So then how much amount of temperature gradually raised by the existence of these gases? Okay, how much amount of temperature can be raised by this planet by the existence of carbon dioxide? So that would be treated as 1 unit. So in next case, instead of carbon dioxide molecules, if you are choosing hydrofluorocarbons, chlorofluorocarbons, next sulfur hexafluoride. Okay, so in second condition we have to consider nitrous oxide. In third condition, so we have to consider methane. Okay, so here only we have methane. So compared with carbon dioxide, how many times nitrous oxide rises this planet temperature? Next, compared with carbon dioxide, how many times methane can rise this planet temperature? So that would be considered as GWP, global warming potential. Okay, so here sulfur hexafluoride. So in 100 years, So this one, sulfur hexafluoride, rises this planet temperature around 23,900 times. 23,900 times. So compared with whom? So nothing but carbon dioxide. Okay, so carbon dioxide. Next one, nitrous oxide. So nitrous oxide, so in 100 years it can rises this planet temperature around 310 times. Next one, hydrofluorocarbons. It can rises the planet temperature HFC. It can rises this planet temperature around 17,200 times. Okay, so depends upon the name of the chemical. Mostly the temperature of this planet can also be impacted. Okay, right. So finally, guys, here the answer is option A. Option A. So this is having highest global warming potential. Highest global warming potential. So next one. Which country hosts COP29? Yes. Which country hosts COP29? Egypt, next Baku, next UAE, next Scotland. Yes. So COP29. So mostly this conference will be conducted in this year 2024 in the region of 2024 November. So mostly in the region of Baku. So that's why option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next, which COP conference resulted in the establishment of the Paris Agreement? So in up to now, 28 conferences were completed. So 28 COP conferences were completed. In that, the most important one is COP3. And the second one is COP21. So what is the specialty of this COP3? So in this, the first international protocol was initiated, which is concerns to greenhouse gases. So the name of the protocol is nothing but Kyoto. Okay, so Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto Protocol. Yes, so what is the importance of this Kyoto Protocol? So this is the first international agreement to reduce the carbon related gases. Okay, yes, so it has been implemented in two phases. In phase 1, 2008 to 2012. In phase 2, 2013 to 2020. Okay, so in these two phases, mostly Kyoto Protocol has been implemented. Okay, so what are the major postulates proposed in Kyoto Protocol? So common but differential responsibilities. Okay, so common but differential responsibilities. So that is the major objective of Kyoto Protocol. So it has been initiated in the year of 1997. So 1997. So mostly in December. So Kyoto Protocol has been initiated. Yes. So here the answer is. But here they mention about Paris Pact. So what about this Paris Pact? So Paris Pact. Okay, so Paris Pact or Paris Agreement. So it has been initiated in the year of COP20, COP21. So in which year this conference was conducted? 2015. Okay, so 2015. So guys, here the answer is option B. So option B is the right answer. Okay, so next one. So where is the prime landing site for the Chandrayaan-3 mission? So Chandrayaan-3. So in the year of 2023, ISRO successfully completed this mission, right? So Chandrayaan-3 mission. So we are landing in the region of South Pole of the Moon. Okay, so South Pole of the Moon. So here it is, lunar North Pole, next lunar South Pole. It means option C is the right answer. Okay, option C is considered as the right answer, lunar South Pole. On which date we successfully landed on the region of South Pole of the Moon? August 23rd. Okay, August 23rd. So here guys, one important point is also there. So every year, so from 2023, so every year we will plan to celebrate National Space Day. National Space Day. Every year, mostly August 23 is considered as National Space Day. Officially, Narendra Modi ji announced this statement in the last year after successfully accomplished of this project. Okay, successfully accomplished of this project. So in Chandrayaan-3, how many payloads are existed? So 7 payloads are existed. Okay, so seven payloads are majorly existed in Chandrayaan-3. Okay, right. So here the landing site of Chandrayaan 3 is called as Shiv Shakti Point. Next, the landing site of Chandrayaan 2 is called as Tiranga Point. You should also remember these two things. So what is the name of Chandrayaan 3 landing site? So Shiva Shakti Point. What is the name of Chandrayaan 2 landing site? Of course, Chandrayaan 2 was not succeeded. So, but we have proposed the name of the landing site now. So that is nothing but Tiranga Point. Tiranga Point. Next, where was the first COP conference held? Where was the first COP conference held? So Geneva, Switzerland. Next, Berlin, Germany. So here the answer is option C. So Berlin, Germany. Okay, so Berlin, Germany in the year of 1995. So the first UNFCCC. UNFCCC. It means United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So this organization was initiated in the year of 1992 during the moment of First Earth Summit. Okay, First Earth Summit. First Earth Summit. Okay, so this is also called as Rio Summit. Okay, so Rio Summit. So where was this summit conducted? So Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro. For what? To protect this planet or to protect this environment. Okay, so this is treated as the first official Earth Summit. So it has been conducted in the region of Rio de Janeiro in the year of 1992. 1992. So here some proposal has been majorly considered. So one of the major proposal is Rio Declaration, Agenda 21. Agenda 21 is also there. Next one, UNFCCC. This body is also proposed during the moment of First Earth Summit. So UNFCCC annually conducted meetings. So those meetings are officially called as COP related conferences. Okay, the annual meetings of United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is considered as COP conferences. So here the first conference was conducted in the region of Berlin, nothing but Germany, in the year of 1995. Next, which Indian missile recently completed its first flight test with multi-independently targetable re-entry vehicle technology, MIRV technology. So up to now, only few countries are having this technology. So what is the speciality of this technology? Yes, so before going to that, which is the correct option here? So before going to that, which is correct option here? Please respond. So Agni 4, Agni 5, Prithvi, Brahmas, next Akash. Yes, so here the correct answer is option A. Option A, Agni 5. So March 11th, so 2024, from Abdul Kalam Island. Abdul Kalam Island. Okay, Abdul Kalam Island. So we are successfully completed this test, Agni 5 test. That too, first time we are using MIRV technology, especially in this intercontinental ballistic missile. Actually, Agni 5 range is more than 5,000 kilometers. More than 5,000 kilometers. So this is also treated as intercontinental ballistic missile, which means intercontinental ballistic missiles means it can be launched from one continent to another continent. Okay, next it can also carry the nuclear weapons. So before this test, it can carry only one nuclear warhead. Okay, so one nuclear warhead. It means, guys, if you consider, so this is the rough model of Agni 5. Okay, so Agni 5 here. So how many stages it has? 3 stages. Okay, so 3 stages it has. Next one, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So in these 3 stages, what kind of propellants mostly they use? Solid propellants. Okay, so solid propellants. Propellants mostly they use. So solid propellants means HTPB, hydroxy terminated polybutadiene. Along with that, one of the oxidizer mostly be used. Okay, oxidizer mostly be used. It means, so fuel plus oxidizer is called as propellant. So here almost we are using solid propellants, especially in this Agni 5 missile. Initially its capacity would be 1.5 tons of nuclear warhead. So here we have to place those nuclear warhead. So initially it carries only 1 warhead, but according to this technology, so it can carry 6 warheads at a time. Okay, so that is the official information which concerns to Agni 5, but unofficially it can carry around 10 to 12 nuclear warheads. Okay, 10 to 12 nuclear warheads. So that is the capability of, that is considered as the capability of Agni 5 missile. So here it is, here it is. So initially we are having, okay, so this is normal Agni missile, but this is MIRV Agni missile. MIRV stands for, so multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. Okay, so here it can carry officially 6 nuclear warheads. So this is one target. So here targets are not located at a particular point. So targets the distance between targets here also be there. Okay, so in different locations we are having different targets. So by using this kind of technology, at a time we can hit almost so 6 targets officially. Unofficially we can hit around 10 to 12 targets. 10 to 12 targets. So that is the capacity of this Agni 5 MIRV latest related technology. Okay, so multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. So where did we launch? Abdul Kalam Island. On which date? March 11. So this type of questions definitely raised in your examination. Okay, so here the answer is option A. Option A, Agni 5. Agni 5. So recently this missile was tested. So actually India is having, so in present India is having only one kind of intercontinental ballistic missiles. The name of those missiles are nothing but Agni 5. Okay, Agni 5. Next, Prithvi. So Prithvi, so this missile range is 150 to 350. So Prithvi missile is also having different variant. So Prithvi 1, Prithvi 2, Prithvi 3. So these 3 types of missiles are manufactured for Indian Armed Forces. Indian Armed Forces. Actually, we have IZMDP program. IZMDP means integrated guided missile development program. So under this program, at a time we initiated research on surface to surface, surface to air, next air to surface, air to air. So the different kind of platforms related missiles mostly be developed under one project. So the name of the project is nothing but IZMDP, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. So who will lead this program? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So that's why Abdul Kalam ji is considered as missile man, or missile man of India, or missile, yes, mostly we have to consider missile man of India, missile man of India. Okay, next, BrahMos missile. So this is having different variants. Okay, so BrahMos missile is having different variants. So if you consider BrahMos export, this one range would be 290 kilometers. So recently we exported these BrahMos missiles to Philippines. So far only 4 organizations are using this type of BrahMos missiles. One is Indian Army, Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, next Philippines Navy. Only these 4 organizations are utilizing BrahMos type of missile. Okay, so what is the specialty of BrahMos missile? This is considered as the world fastest supersonic missile. World fastest supersonic missile. So it means its speed would be around 2.82 3 Mach numbers. Okay, so 2.82, so 3 Mach numbers. So this is considered as the world fastest supersonic cruise missile. Of course, it can be launched from different platforms. So we can launch it from ships, we can launch it from submarines. Next, surface to surface, air to air, air to surface. Next, okay, so in different platforms we can easily launch this type of derivatives. Okay, next, and one more interesting concept here it is. In BrahMos missile, present we are having only first version, BrahMos 1 version we have. So shortly we will develop a BrahMos 2 also. So that would be considered as mostly a hypersonic missile. It means hypersonic missile means if the speed of those missile is in between 6 to 10, then those type of vehicles are considered as hypersonic. Mostly BrahMos 2 speed would be around 7.5 Mach numbers. So present it is under development stage. In future, okay, so within small span of time we will get almost the complete version of BrahMos 2 missile. BrahMos 2 missile. So to attain that supersonic speed or to attain the hypersonic speed, we are using different types of engines. Okay, so ramjet engine present we are using in BrahMos 1 missile. Okay, so if you consider BrahMos 1, actually it is having, okay, so BrahMos 1 missile, it is having so 2 stages. So in first stage we are using solid propellants, in second stage we are using liquid propellants. So here guys, in second stage we are using ramjet engine. Okay, so ramjet engine. Okay, right. So this is also one of the speciality of BrahMos. Do you know what is the what is the height of yes, so launching if you consider BrahMos missile, it was developed by whom? India, at the same time Russia. Okay, so this is the project, joint project between India and Russia. So to develop one missile, it will take around 5 years. 5 years. So that is the speciality of BrahMos. Next, so what is the flying altitude of this missile? Flying altitude. So it flies at very low altitude to escape from radar. So it always maintains mostly 2 to 4 meters. That is the flying altitude of BrahMos missile. So flying altitude of BrahMos missiles. So here guys, you have to remember almost all these things. Next, Akash. Okay, so Prithvi, Agni, Prithvi, Agni, Akash, Trishul. So next, Nag. These 5 missiles are developed under IZMDP program. Okay, so under IZMDP, how many missiles were initially developed? So 5 type of missiles. So how to remember that one? So this is the code. So Patan, okay. So Prithvi, this is the first missile. So developed under IZMDP program. Next, Agni, next Trishul, okay, so Trishul, next Akash, next Nag, okay, Nag. So Prithvi, so this is a surface to surface missile. Next, Agni, so this is also surface to surface missile. Next, Trishul, this is surface to air missile. Next, Akash, this is also surface to air missile. Next, Nag, so this is anti-ballistic missile. So it means we are having different war tanks na. Okay, so battle tanks we have na. So Ashoka, Bhishma, those kind of battle tanks we have na. So to hit those kind of battle tanks, we are developed this type of, okay, so we developed this kind of missile. This is called as Nog. This is called as Nog. Okay, right. So totally guys, under IZMDP program, how many missiles we developed here? So 5 missiles we developed. So what are those? Prithvi, Agni, Trishul, Akash, Nag. Okay, so that is the concept about the options which were mentioned here. Okay, so Agni 5 is considered as the India's one and only intercontinental ballistic missile. What is the range of this missile? More than 5,000 kilometers. How much amount of nuclear warheads can be carried? 1.5 tons. 1.5 tons. So what about Prithvi? 150 to 350. That is the range of Prithvi missile. Next, BrahMos missile range is 290 kilometers. Next, Akash missile. Akash missile is also having different versions. Akash 1, Akash MK1, MK2, Akash new generation. So almost all these missiles range would be just less than 50 kilometers only. So less than 50 kilometers only. Okay, so next, when was the Project Tiger launched in India? When was the Project Tiger launched in India? Yes, anyone? When was the Project Tiger launched in India? So 1953, 1973, 1993, 2003. Actually, this project was launched in the year of 1973. If you add 50, what we get? 2023. So by this 2023, we completed 50 years now. So that's why officially Narendra Modi ji in the last year, so Narendra Modi ji officially announced the tiger latest census. According to that report, how many tigers we have? So 3,167. Okay. So this is the total population of tigers, especially in India. Okay. Do you know which country is having maximum number of tigers? Of course, India. So India is the largest tiger range country in the world. So India is considered as the largest tiger range country. So actually guys, here we are having only 2.4% of world's land area. Na? Our land area is very less, 2.4% only. But around 8% of global biodiversity is especially existed in India. Okay, around 8% global biodiversity especially exists in India. And here you have to remember, India is the largest tiger range country. Largest tiger range country. How many tigers we have? So 3,167. 3,167, which is the major governing body to protect this type of big cats. Okay, so tiger is also considered as big cat, na? Of course, you might have an idea about it. So tigers, jaguars, leopard, next lion. Okay, so cheetahs. So these are all considered as these are all considered as snow leopard. Okay, so snow leopard. These are all considered as big tigers. So big tigers. So to protect this type of big tigers, we have one of the governing body, that is nothing but National Tigers Conservation Authority. So NTCA, National Tigers Conservation Authority. So this body lead this project, nothing but Project Tiger was led by whom? NTCA. Okay, so this is the total information about this concept. Yes. So that's why guys, here the answer is 1973. So in this year we officially launched Project Tiger. Recently we completed, just 1 year back, we completed 50 years. So what about this one? What is the name of the mineral concentration of the bottom of the sea, which is a source of cobalt, copper, nickel and manganese? Yes, anyone? So please respond. Please respond. So what is the answer for this question? These are all latest current affairs related concepts. Na? Definitely from these concepts you can get a few questions. Okay. So that much importance it has. What is the name of a mineral concentration of the bottom of the sea? So it means guys, here if you observe the seabed, okay. So if you observe the seabed here, some kind of derivatives are existed, na? Okay, so these are nothing but pure metallic derivatives. What we call? These are nothing but, yes, anyone? Polymetallic nodules. Okay, so polymetallic nodules. So in this planet, around 75% water is existed, 25% land is there. So up to now, we are majorly collecting the minerals or extracting the minerals from this landed area. But what about this 75% water occupied region? It means beneath the water we have seabed now. Okay, beneath the water we are also having ground level. Okay, so in that ground level also nothing but seabed also, under seabed also we are having some valuable minerals. Okay, so under the seabed or near the region of seabed we are having some valuable metals. Suppose if you are collecting those valuable metals, then we can raise our GDP also. That's why most of the countries like UK, France, Russia, China, okay, so US, okay, so almost all these countries are already initiated this deep sea mining project. So recently in the year of 2021, India officially initiated this project under Ministry of Earth Sciences. What is the name of the project? Mission Samudrayan. or it is also treated as, okay, so mission Samudrayan, or it is also treated as the deep ocean mining. Okay, so deep ocean mining. So this deep ocean mining purpose is we have to extract valuable minerals from seabed. Okay, so why should we consider only those type of derivatives? Why don't we consider? Okay, so already we are having some valuable derivatives on this land now. So why should we consider from this region? Here the deposits are very high. And one more interesting point is, if you collect any metal from this region, so then there is a chance to get polluted gases also, na? So then this environment getting to be polluted. But here, if you extract any valuable metal, there is no chance to get pollution. Why? Because these polymetallic nodules are having highly purified metallic composition. Na? It means in this polymetallic nodule, okay, so in this polymetallic nodule, so there is no impurities, there is no carbon related pollutants. It means carbon free derivatives mostly we can get by the extraction of metals from this region. So that is considered as the major advantage of deep sea ocean mining. Okay, so deep sea ocean mining, we initiated this project in the 2021, and we have to complete it by the year of 2026. Okay, so in 3 phases mostly we are implementing this deep ocean mission. Okay, so this project was led by NIOT, National Institute of Ocean Technology. It is existed in the region of Chennai. Okay, so it is existed in the region of Chennai. So National Institute of Ocean Technology, and under this project we have to okay, so we have planned to send 3 members near to the region of seabed. Okay, so it means the depth of seabed, it means around 6,000 kilometers, sorry, 6,000 meters. So what I am conveyed here it is, so under this project we developed one of the crew module. Okay, so one of the crew module, by using this crew module, so we can reach around 6,000 meters, 6,000 meters of sea level. Okay, so up to that depth we can reach. So why should we make this type of things? We are having submarines like that, na? Why don't we use submarines? So why should we prefer this type of crew module? Actually, submarine can be operated less than 200 meters only. Okay, if you increase the depth, mostly electronic gadgets what we are using in those submarines are not properly worked. The reason is if you are moving towards downward, pressure can be gradually raised, na? So that's why submarines are not maintained at this condition. Okay, so at this 6,000 meters of depth. So for that purpose, we have developed, or we have designed a crew module. The name of the crew module is called as Matsya 6000. Okay, so Matsya, so 6000. So this is called as Samudrayan. This is called as Samudrayan project. Samudrayan project. Okay, so next one. So what is the term for the gradual increase in the earth average temperature due to human activities? Yes, what is the term for the gradual increase in the earth average temperature due to human activities? Global warming, ozone depletion, acid rain, smog. Yes. So global warming, option A is the right answer. Of course, you know that which chemicals are responsible. Next, ozone depletion. Ozone depletion means O3 get into O2 plus O. This is called as ozone depletion. Which chemicals are responsible for this phenomena? Mostly, guys, the responsible phenomena is, which chemical is responsible for that? Chlorofluorocarbons. Okay. Next, hydrofluorocarbons, hydrobromofluorocarbons. Next, chlorine. Next, bromine. Next, some halones. Okay, so halones, these are also responsible for that. Next, methyl bromide. Okay, so methyl bromide. Next, carbon tetrachloride. So these are all considered as the major responsible chemical for ozone depletion. Next, acid rain. Okay, actually rainwater is considered as the purest form of water, na? So its pH value is exactly 7. Okay, if you consider rainwater, the two purest one, its pH value is just 7 only. Okay, so it does not having either acidic, it does not having acidic or basic nature. But so if we have observed sulfur dioxide or nitrogen dioxide or carbon dioxide, those type of water samples are having little bit sour taste. Okay, so sour taste. So sour taste mostly it has because of existence of these type of chemicals. Suppose guys, if SO2 is added in water, so finally what we get? SO2 plus, okay, SO2, sulfur dioxide plus water, finally what we get? H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Next NO2. So water when reacts with NO2, what we get? So here in excess amount of oxygen we get HNO3, nitric acid. What about CO2? When CO2 reacts with water we can get H2CO3, carbonic acid. This is called as sulfuric acid, this is treated as nitric acid, this is treated as carbonic acid. Because of the existence of these type of chemical constraints, so especially in water, it is treated as, okay, if it is exist in rainwater, then it is treated as acid rain. So what is the pH value of acid rain? Less than 5.6, okay, less than 5.6. Suppose if the rainwater is only having sulfur dioxide or sulfuric acid, mostly its pH value is treated around 4.2 to 4.5. It means depends upon the existence of the chemical also, existence of this type of chemicals also, pH value almost be varied. So that's why, so roughly we have to consider less than 5.6 only. Okay, so it concerns to acid rain. So which is the major responsible for acid rain? Sulfur dioxide, followed by nitrogen dioxide. Next carbon dioxide. Next smog. Smog means smoke plus fog. Okay, so smoke plus fog, then we can get smog. So here guys, we have two types of smog. One is London smog and the second one is photochemical smog. Okay, so photochemical smog. Next, the second one is London smog. So totally two types of smogs we have. Yes, so when did we observe this kind of photochemical smog? Okay, so when do we observe this type of photochemical smog, and which chemicals are responsible for that? So photochemical smog is majorly caused by existence of oxides of nitrogen. Okay, oxides of nitrogen. Next formaldehyde also. Formaldehyde. Next ozone also. If we are having this type of chemical constants, then what we call photochemical smog. So this type of photochemical smog especially we observed in the period of summer. Okay, especially in summer we observe this type of photochemical smog. Next, what about London smog? So especially in winter season, okay, so especially in winter season we observe London smog. So which chemical is responsible for that? Sulfur dioxide. So calcium sulfate. Next, and one more thing is CaSO4, and one more thing, sodium chloride vapor. So these are all responsible for London smog. So number of times these type of questions were raised previously in your examination. So that's why guys, you have to by heart all these concepts. Okay, so what is meant by global warming? What kind of gases are responsible for that? So to reduce global warming, what kind of conferences are annually be conducted? So that is nothing but COP conferences. So far how many conferences were successfully completed, and what are the outlets, what are the outcomes of COP 28, COP 27, COP 26, COP 21, COP 3? Okay, so these 5 derivatives are very important, especially in your examination point of view. Next, ozone depletion. So what is meant by ozone depletion, and what is the role of ozone layer? In which sphere ozone layer mostly be existed? Is it exist in troposphere or stratosphere? Mostly exist in stratosphere, na? Yes. So what is the role of ozone layer? So which rays are responsible for recreation of ozone layer in the atmosphere, and what is the thickness of ozone layer? That is also your previous year's question. So the thickness of ozone layer especially indicates in the terms of depletion units. Okay, so depletion units. The average thickness of the ozone layer is 300 depletion units, or 10. Okay, so mostly 10 ppm. So 5 to 10 ppm of thickness mostly be maintained by ozone layer. Na? If the thickness of the ozone layer is less than 5 ppm, mostly it reveals the ozone depletion. Okay, so you might have an idea about ozone hole. So where this ozone hole was happened? Antarctica region. So which one is responsible for that? Which one is responsible for ozone hole, especially in the region of Antarctica? Stratospheric clouds. Okay, polar stratospheric clouds. Polar stratospheric clouds. In these clouds, what we have? So chlorine plus oxides of nitrogen. Mostly these type of chemicals are exist in polar stratospheric clouds. Okay, so polar stratospheric clouds. Stratospheric clouds. Okay, yes. So in this polar stratospheric clouds, we are having this type of chemical constituents. Because of existence of these chemicals, we are getting chlorine free radicals. Of course, you already know that each chlorine free radical can collapse 1 lakh ozone molecules. Okay, so 1 lakh ozone molecules. So that's why ozone hole. Okay, ozone hole was happened in the region of Antarctica. In the region of Antarctica. So you have to remember all these terminology. And one more interesting point. So which one is used to okay, so to protect this ozone layer, what kind of initiations or takes place here? Okay, what kind of initiations? Montreal Protocol has been initiated in the year of 1987, September 16th. That's why every year September 16th is considered as World Ozone Day. So to protect the ozone layer, we have to face down chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, we have to face down hydrofluorocarbons. We have to utilize alternatives of ozone depleting substances. So almost all these concepts you have a better idea. Okay, so you have to get some better idea, then only you can get the proper answers, especially in your examination point of view. Next, acid rains are also same like that. Which chemicals are responsible and what is the pH value of acid rains? Next, which chemical is major responsible for acid rain? Okay, so this is the priority order. SO2, so NO2, next CO2. So what is the purpose of magnetometer boom deployed on Aditya L1 by ISRO? So Aditya L1, definitely guys, you can get the questions from this latest mission. Aditya L1, at the same time Chandrayaan 3, so XPOSat, next Gaganyaan mission, Samudrayaan mission. Okay, so recently under this Gaganyaan mission, so 4 Vyomonauts names are also be officially announced by Narendra Modi ji. So you should also have some idea about it. Okay, so definitely you can get few questions about these concepts. So you have to prepare Chandrayaan missions, next Mangalyaan missions, next one this Aditya L1 mission, XPOSat, latest from 2023 onwards, so up to the date, from 2022 up to the date, so how many launches were conducted by ISRO? Next, what are the latest missile launches? Where would we launch and what is the range of that missile? Is it having any specific features? So on these concepts you have to make a short note, so then definitely that kind of points are helpful for your examination. Yes, so here Aditya L1. So when did we launch this project? Aditya L1. When did we launch this project? Please respond. When did we launch this project? Aditya L1. September? In September, na? Yes. So September 2023. September or October? On which date? September 12th or October 12th? So please comment September 12th or October 12th. On which date Aditya L1 was launched? So this project director is Nigar Shazi. Okay, so one female scientist, so Nigar Shazi. So she is considered as the project director of Aditya L1. Next, what is the purpose of magnetometer? Actually guys, in this Aditya L1, we are having 7 payloads. So here let's consider this is sun. Here this layer is treated, okay. This is sun, and here it is sun core. Next here we have sun chromosphere, chromosphere. Next, around 6 lakh kilometers distance, we are also having another layer that is called as corona. So from this core, okay, so from this sun core, which is the nearest layer. So chromosphere is the nearest layer na, compared with corona. But here the temperature of this chromosphere is around 6000 kelvins only. This is the nearest layer of sun core. But here the temperature is only 6000 kelvins. So corona is existed at 6 lakh kilometers. But here the temperature is more than 6 lakh degrees centigrade. Okay, more than 6 lakh degrees centigrade. So why this much of drastic temperature variation is existing between sun chromosphere and sun corona? So to analyze that one, NASA launched Parker Solar Probe and India launched Aditya L1 mission. And here we are having around 7 payloads. 7 major payloads are there. So the major purpose is we have to find out coronal mass ejection, CMS, coronal mass ejection. It means from this sun we are getting some kind of sunstorms, na? Okay, so some kind of fireballs mostly be continuously we can observe from the sun surface. Okay, so if you are knowing if you know the direction of those fireballs, or if you know the direction of those kind of coronal mass ejection, we can reduce the impact on this earth. Okay, so that's why Papa, one of the payload especially in this Aditya L1. So Papa, next to study about ultraviolet radiation, infrared radiation, next coronal mass ejection. So to study about all these things, we are launched finally 7 payloads. In that, one of the payload is magnetometer. Okay, so magnetometer, the major purpose of this magnetometer is it has been used to measure the magnetic field in interplanetary system. Okay, so actually this Aditya L1 placed in between sun and earth, sun and earth. So at the location of L1, L1 means nothing but Lagrange point. At what altitude this L1 point is existed? 1.5 million kilometers. Okay, 1.5 million kilometers, or 15 lakh kilometers. 15 lakh kilometers. Mostly guys, we are having this L1 point, nothing but Lagrange point. So at this point, what is the specialty of this Lagrange point? Yes, anyone? What is the specialty of this Lagrange point? So please comment. So why should India consider L1 point? What is the specialty of that L1 point? Please comment. Okay, so here the answer is option B. So to measure the interplanetary magnetic field, we are using this magnetometer. So here it is. This is magnetometer. So okay, so magnetometer is existed here. So Papa, next VLs, next suit. So around 7 payloads we have. Next, which country is set to host the COP30 conference? COP30. So mostly guys, COP30 conference hosted by Brazil. Option A is the right answer. Option A, Brazil. Next, what is the Kyoto Protocol which was negotiated in the COP3 conference? Yes, COP3 conference. So it is considered as the agreement to reduce greenhouse emissions. So greenhouse emissions. So option A is the right answer. Greenhouse emissions. So this is the first international agreement to reduce carbon related gases or greenhouse emissions. That is nothing but Kyoto Protocol. This COP3 conference was officially conducted in Japan, that too in the region of Kyoto. Okay, so that is called as Kyoto Protocol. Okay, next, what is pink hydrogen? This is also one of the highlighted issue in the recent environmental point of view. Okay, in recent environmental aspect. So pink hydrogen is one of the highlighted issue. So how this pink hydrogen can be generated? Actually guys, from water, okay, if you are electrolysis, electrolysis of this water, what we get? Hydrogen, next oxygen. So electrolysis means this is one of the energy, na? Yes. So we are getting power from renewable energy sources, non-renewable energy sources. Suppose if you are generating power from renewable energy sources like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, okay. So from this aspect we can, if we generate power, okay, if you generate power, if that power is used to electrolysis of this water, then we can get green hydrogen. Green hydrogen means the hydrogen we are getting from getting by electrolysis of water, but for this electrolysis process, where would we get that energy? Renewable energy sources. Suppose instead of these renewable energy sources, if you are getting power from nuclear energy, from using nuclear energy we can generate the power, na? Especially we are having different types of nuclear thermal power plants. Okay, so Tarapur. So what is the specialty of Tarapur? India's first nuclear thermal power plant. By using nuclear fuels we can generate the power. So by using that power we can electrolyze the water. Okay, so if you are electrolyzed by using nuclear energy, then we can get hydrogen, that is called as pink hydrogen. If you are using nuclear energy, then we get pink hydrogen. If you are using renewable energy, we can get green hydrogen. That is the speciality. Here they mention about what is meant by hydrogen. So if you are getting from natural gases, then it is called as blue hydrogen. Blue hydrogen. If you are getting from renewable energy, that is called as green hydrogen. Next, if you are getting from nuclear energy, that is called as pink hydrogen. Next, if you are getting from coal, then it is called as grey hydrogen. Okay, so grey hydrogen. So grey. So different orientations mostly we have. So these are all concerns to environmental related concepts. Na? So I think you might have an idea about hydrogen, the specialty of hydrogen. So far we have number of fuels. Na? Among them, which is considered as the best fuel, which is having highest calorific value, hydrogen only. Okay, so its calorific value is around 1.5 lakh kilojoules per kg. That much of capacity it has. Okay. So this is the total concept about today's class. Of course, we discussed a number of latest related environmental concepts. Next, science and technology related concepts. Na? So you have to focus especially on this kind of derivatives. Okay. I wish you all the best. Thank you.